Happy Monday morning, February 22nd, 2021. I'm Riley King, and welcome to this Monday morning edition of the Riley King Newscast, right here on the Riley King Network. We have a lot of news to get to this Monday morning, but first let's start with your traffic. Let's take a look at your traffic and see how the roadways are looking like this Monday morning. And here is a look at those roadways for all of you for this Monday morning. As you can see in Henniker, you're seeing smooth sailing, Hopkinton smooth sailing, Bow, Pembroke, Concord, some medium-paced traffic with a little bit of smooth sailing, Chichester, smooth sailing, Epsom, smooth sailing, Northwood, smooth sailing, and Lee, smooth sailing. Durham, smooth sailing, Rochester, medium-paced traffic with a little bit of smooth sailing, Somerville, medium-paced traffic with some smooth sailing, and Dover, medium-paced traffic with some smooth sailing. Newington, medium-paced traffic with some smooth sailing and slow traffic as well. Portsmouth, smooth sailing with little spots of medium-paced traffic. Portsmouth into Maine, smooth sailing. Portsmouth into Greenland, smooth sailing with some medium-paced traffic. Rye, smooth sailing. Northampton, smooth sailing. Hampton, smooth sailing. Seabrook, smooth sailing into the border of Massachusetts. On 101, all smooth sailing on 101 with some medium-paced traffic around the Raymond and Epping area. Around the Manchester and Worcester area, medium-paced traffic with some smooth sailing. Bedford, smooth sailing. Amherst, smooth sailing. And Milford, smooth sailing. Manchester, Merrimack, Nashua into the border of Massachusetts, medium-paced traffic with some smooth sailing. Nashua, Milford, smooth sailing. Manchester, Derry, Londonderry, Windham, Salem into the border of Massachusetts, some medium-paced traffic and smooth sailing. And here's a live look at your Salem, New Hampshire, Rockingham Park Boulevard at Mall or Road traffic jam. As you can see, very quiet and no cars in sight. Not too bad on the roadways this morning. Traffic is moving pretty good this morning. And that is a look at your morning traffic. Now let's get into your news. First step, let's take a look at your New Hampshire COVID-19 numbers. And here is a look at those New Hampshire COVID-19 numbers for all of you right now. There are 73,161 number of people in New Hampshire have tested positive for COVID-19. There are 1,153 number of deaths from COVID-19 in New Hampshire. There are 109 current number of hospitalizations for COVID-19 in New Hampshire. And that is a look at your COVID-19 numbers in New Hampshire. And now let's get to your news. Smaller New Hampshire colleges work to keep COVID-19 cases low. Large schools dealing with surge. Let's take a listen to that video from WMUR News 9.
What is there not to love about Franklin Pierce?
The Pierce Promise New Hampshire Scholarship Program is new at Franklin Pierce for high school seniors enrolling in the fall of 21, and it offers free tuition. You attend Franklin.
Some of New Hampshire's larger colleges are currently dealing with COVID-19 surges, including UNH and Plymouth State. Officials at those schools say they have a handle on them. As for the smaller colleges, they too are seeing COVID-19 cases. Right now, St. Anselm College has 23.
We never expected not to have COVID on campus. I mean, that would be simply unreasonable. So our goal is to simply control the spread of it.
A big part of that process is early detection through testing.
We've been averaging about 1,200 tests a week, and for context, that's just a little shy of 90% of the student body.
New England College in Henniker also does testing.
We just did our fourth phase of testing, and in the last round we had 3 positive cases. 2 of them are at home, remote, and 1 of them is quarantined.
Both schools say they hope to keep students on campus. However, a rise in cases or hitting capacity in quarantine housing could change that.
It really would depend on if it happens suddenly. We saw this spike. That would be a different situation. We're anticipating probably more cases, but hopefully spread out throughout the semester.
There's no real one trigger point. In fact, there's sort of a constellation of trigger points that intersect, and we're looking at them daily.
And looking ahead to the semester, when it comes to commencement, New England College says it will hold a virtual event. St. Anselm College is hoping to do something on campus. Reporting in Manchester, I'm Tim Callery, WMUR News 9.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. Two teens taken to hospital after camper fire in Northfield, officials say. Let's take a listen to that video from WMUR News 9.
What is there not to love about Franklin Pierce?
The Pierce Promise New Hampshire Scholarship Program is new at Franklin Pierce for high school.
Two teenage girls were taken to the hospital after the camper they were in caught fire this morning. Firefighters were called to Cross Mill Road in Northfield just before 8. The teenagers were able to make it out by the time firefighters arrived, and they were taken to the hospital with apparent burn injuries. Authorities say they are investigating the cause of this, but believe it was heating related.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. Longtime influential North Country leader, former State Senate Fred King, passes away at 91. Let's take a listen to that video from WMUR News 9.
What is there not to love about Franklin Pierce?
The Pierce Promise New Hampshire Scholarship Program is new at Franklin Pierce for high school seniors enrolling in the fall of 2020.
State Senator Fred King, a well-known fixture in the North Country, passed away Saturday at the age of 91. King was known for his fierce advocacy for the North Country, fighting to get assistance to workers in his district who lost their jobs when the paper mills closed. He was also known as a consensus builder at the State House. The Colebrook resident represented the northernmost district of the state from 1994 to 2000 as a state senator and in the State House from 2002 to 2008. In a statement to WMUR, Senate President Chuck Morse said, quote, "Fred was a master when it came to the budget. He was also a tremendous mentor to me, and I am so sad that he's gone. Fred was a true statesman, and his death is a great loss for New Hampshire."
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. Snowmobile industry growing in population in New Hampshire. State sees rises in accidents. Let's take a listen to that video from WMUR News 9.
I think what sets us apart is the fact that our technicians live and breathe only chimneys. It's not a part of our company, it is our company.
There's people out here right now that are having lunch right on the trail.
A sunny, chilly, and snow-filled February day in New Hampshire makes for great snowmobiling conditions.
We're all having a great time. We want to keep going.
Steve Kyander with New Hampshire Snowmobile Association says industry sales are up this winter. People want to escape the confines of COVID-19 restrictions while staying socially distant. But with that comes a lot of new riders and an increase in accidents.
In the last several weeks, the primary causes of accidents is unreasonable speed for existing conditions combined with inexperienced riders.
Fish and Game says this winter there's been at least 25 wrecks reported statewide. Just this weekend, they reported one in Campton, one on Lake Winnipesaukee, another in Bennington, where they say a Hillsborough woman suffered serious bodily injuries that likely would have been fatal if she wasn't wearing a helmet. Also in Pittsburgh, a juvenile missed a turn and went over an embankment. Those who rent a snowmobiler say they've been busy this month, and they teach safety measures before riders go out.
We go through the operation of the snowmobile constantly. I did it this morning, constantly trying to get through the message to be careful.
We have all of our folks watch a 5-minute safety video. They then go out and get orientation on the machines by our guides. And then they go off, and the majority of our renters enjoy their ride without any problems.
And Northeast Snowmobiles Rentals says out of their 2 locations, they've had 3,600 rentals this winter. Only 2 have resulted in personal injuries. Everyone we spoke with said to ride within your limits. In Manchester, Jessica Moran, WMUR News 9.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. Sisters give more than 1,200 meals to those affected by winter storm. Let's take a listen to that video right now from WAPT News 16.
What is there not to love about Franklin Pierce?
The Pierce Promise New Hampshire Scholarship Program is new at Franklin Pierce for...
Valerie and Sharon Brown, who spent the last week packing up hot meals and delivering to those in need with the help of their brother, Chef David Brown.
He agreed to prepare all the food, you know, pan it up, and we fixed the plate.
So far, they have given out over 1,200 plates of food.
Residents from South Jackson, we assisted the city in feeding some of the folks that they put up in Champion Gym, some of the homeless.
From stranded truck drivers to homeless to those without power, they say everyone who got a plate was happy to see them.
Grateful, grateful, grateful.
The sisters say they don't know if some of the people they saw would have eaten had it not been for them.
And a mother with 2 children, a family of 5, the mother's on oxygen, no food, no lights.
We as a family, it's just in our DNA to be a blessing to people. Why not do it when you can do it?
With the water crisis now affecting so many in the city of Jackson, they still have hot meals to pass out to anyone who needs them. Allie Ware, 16, WAPT News.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. And that does it for this morning edition of the Riley King Newscast right here on the Riley King Network. I hope you all have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you back here later on today for another newscast. And I'll have a news report coming up in a little bit. Goodbye, everyone.